Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm the Crimson Canadian Mactar, and today, guys, we're going to be going back into FFBE, War of the Visions. We're going to be talking over a crucial subject over your Espers and your resonance with your heroes. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll be getting right into it. Alright, guys, when we get into this and we talk about the degree of resonance with your heroes and your Espers, the biggest thing with this, guys, is you want to make sure you're leveling your heroes with a specific Esper right now. Because there's only so many heroes and it's going to take a while to level them up, you want to make sure that they are getting leveled up. Now, the degree of resonance determines how much of the stats of that Esper go into your hero. If they're level 1, they're getting 10%. If they're level 2, 20%, and so until you get to level 10, which they get 100% of the stat increase from the Esper onto the hero. And we will be taking a look at that a little later on when I go into the duel arena and show you how we take one Esper off, put another one on with the two difference in stats. Okay, as you can see here, my Medina is level 10 with my Shiva, but someone like my Yerma, she is level 1 with my Shiva, which means she only gets 10% of the stats, where my Medina would get 100% of those stats. That is her HP, her TP, her AP, her dexterity, her attack, her magic, her agility, and her luck all go. She gets all 100% of the stats into hers. She also gets 100% of the resistance, which is she gets a decrease in fire, but increase with air resistance. This also increases the diamond dust range. So when this activates, raise allies attack and magic and significantly lowers enemies ice resistance. And that's what you see in the degree of resonance is the range of that attack. It will increase the more of resonance you get with your heroes, or the more basically love you get between the hero and their Esper. Okay, so let's go over to duel. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my Medina. Okay, my Medina is one of my. I got her when I first started the game. I've loved her. But what we're going to do is we're going to take the Shiva off. We're going to put the Siren on. Now, Medina only is level 1 with the Siren, and you're going to see the massive difference between having a level 1 and a level 10 degree of resonance with your heroes. So you can see here, my Medina only has a level 2 with her. So I take her off, and you see she got a reduced in 300 of her HP, and the majority of all her stats went down massively. It went down to 10% of what she would have got. Now, if we look at Shiva, again, my Shiva is level 10. She's level 10 with my Medina, so when I put her on, she's getting all the stats. So there's going to be a massive increase back into her stats. It's not because my Shiva is leveled up higher than my Siren. It's because of the degree of resonance. So you can see there, like, just per HP as an example, it went up 349. Okay, if this was a level 10 Shiva and a level 10 Siren, it would have went up, I think, like 130. So again, this is a good way to see it. You see the Esper effects. She got 55 HP, 4, 4, 5, 8, 3, 8. So she got 10% of all of the Siren stats added to her stats. She did not get the 100% stat increase. So this is the very key part about this game, guys, is you want to make sure you're leveling up your Espers with your heroes. Okay, as long as they're on the team and they're on your hero, and you're doing like dungeons, you're doing raids, you're doing story, whatever it's on, you want to make sure you're leveling your hero with an Esper and try to stick with that. You might get a very good Esper later on that's really good on that hero, but unless you level them up in story, you're not going to get the full effect of that. So what you want to make sure, especially in arena or guilds, keep your strong degree of resonance on your units, go into story, and make sure you're leveling up. Like, I don't have Ifrit yet. If I pulled Ifrit, I would not just immediately put it on my my Frederica or my Yerma. I would keep what I have on them right now in my PvP defense teams, and then I would work on their degree of resonance in story or in far plane, whatever I need to do. Now with this too, guys, we're going to get more in depth in this later on. I don't want these videos to just be strictly, information. I want to do some fun stuff as well, but there's a lot of information that needs to get out there that's not out there for a lot of new players, so I want to get it out for you guys right away. And the Esper training board is very, very key part of this game as well. And we'll get into that later on. I just want to try to showcase, someone like the character, even though he's low, He's actually really good for magic damage dealers, and I think he's actually really good for the new free hero, Etra. But again, we'll get into that later date. But on that, guys, like, make sure you're leveling up the degree of resonance. Make sure you're leveling up your Espers. You want to make sure they are at the top tier where you want them to be. But when you pull that top tier Esper, just don't throw them on. You need to level them up. And the only place I know of right now that you can get the materials to level up your Espers to get them to higher levels is in the Chocobo raids. So other than that, guys, that's going to be it for this one. I hope it helped out. I hope you guys understand a little bit more of degree of resonance. Make sure to come check me out at twitch.tv/Macstars2212. And we'll see you next time. Stay chilly.